police officials described it as a hellish situation. Tonight, one person is dead, 14 others wounded after a mass shooting in Minnesota. 3 men have been arrested in connection to the deadly shootout at a bar in St. Paul. The suspects are currently in the hospital recovering from their injuries. This marks the 32nd homicide in the city so far this year. Tim Nelson is a reporter for Minnesota Public Radio. He's joining us now. Thank you so much for taking the time for us.
Thanks for having me.
So this was a packed bar, right? It could have been so much worse than it was.
Right. You know, the bars go till about 2 o'clock in the morning here in Minnesota, and this happened just after 12:15 this morning. Pictures on social media show people just, wall to wall in one of the bars in the central nightlife district in St. Paul. This is just literally a stone's throw from the front door of the NHL stadium, or NHL arena, where the Wild play here. And suddenly, shots started to ring out. The first thing anybody knew, there were, multiple calls to 911 reporting people wounded. People in the apartments upstairs heard, more gunshots than they could keep track of. And victims started literally spilling out into the street, running for their lives as the gunfire continued.
Does this appear to be a targeted attack?
It's hard to say yet. We haven't seen all the police reports or the criminal charges, but social media reports indicate there were no altercations or anything like that before this that anybody noticed. It just suddenly broke out, and police are describing it as an exchange of gunfire. That people were literally shooting at each other in this packed bar. The gunfire, as you said, hit at least 15 people, one of them fatally. The woman who was killed has been identified by the Pioneer Press as 27-year-old Markeisha Wiley, a veterinary tech from here in the Twin Cities. And the police described her literally dying in her friend's arms as they tried to save her. And everyone else, ran for their lives or were seeking medical help.
And there were also Good Samaritans, right, who jumped in and started treating people at the scene.
Right. This is one of the busiest parts of the city at night. There's several bars down there. There's hotels, there's restaurants down there. So it's one of the busiest parts of the city, and it's one of the busiest places on a Saturday night. So, probably hundreds of people packed in there, and pretty much almost the entire police department that was on duty responded. There were so many victims and people needing help there that the city, which is the capital city of Minnesota, was actually calling in police from the suburbs to handle the 911 calls that were still coming in. There was actually another shooting at another bar, wounded a man last night as well. So they actually had to get the Minnesota State Patrol and Metro Transit Police to come in and help because there were just so many victims to deal with here. And
that kind of speaks to another point, that it's been such a violent year there in St. Paul.
Minnesota has seen a spasm of violence that sort of coincided with COVID. Minneapolis has seen this as well. They're approaching their record of 99 homicides. St. Paul's record is 34, set last year. And as you said, this is the 32nd this year, so we're well on pace to exceed that. And, there's just been a rash of gun violence, particularly from young people and involving illegal weapons. It's something that the city and the police department is struggling with. At the same time, sort of trying to struggle with the aftermath of the George Floyd killing here and the people who would like to pare back police departments, both in Minneapolis and St. Paul. And that debate is really raging here as people try to come to grips with public safety and what it means.
And before I let you go, do we know anything else about those other victims or anything about the suspects?
Well, police have described the other injuries here as non-life-threatening. They described a number of them as sort of extremity injuries, ankles and arms, things like that. We do know that there are 3 men that they plan to arrest. They are 33, 29, and 32 years old. We're expecting criminal charges against them as soon as tomorrow. That's going to give us a little better idea of, what investigators thought happened here. The police department also has a specific unit dedicated just to collecting video from these kind of scenes. So we may actually get a glimpse here in not too distant future about what actually happened in this bar last night.
All right, Tim Nelson, thank you so much for taking some time for us tonight. Great reporting.
Thanks for having me.